let's hit go.
Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild.
Welcome on the Harley Design side as well. We're here.
Episode 1. We're here. Episode 159 of the live stream takeover, Leaf Spring edition.
That means everything is working poorly. So
that means everything is working. That's it.
Yeah, just
working.
Maybe.
Kinda. Welcome to the show. Hope you're having a great Wednesday evening. Pardon our tardiness. Josh had to close some windows.
All the tabs.
Figuratively and... what's the other one?
Literally.
Literally, thank you.
Yeah, both. There you go. Fixed. Hello, everybody. Thanks for check in where you're watching from. And how many tabs are open in your browser?
Oof. You want me to tell you?
Are you a tab opener? In total. I want the in total number. I have 2, not including YouTube. Ooh, 1
between Chrome and Edge, 31.
Oh.
Look, I use
open on your phone.
Oh boy. On my phone, that's bad because every time I open Chrome, I open a new one. Automatically. 57.
Oh my god.
9 tabs and 2 incognito from DK. Yeah, 0 incognito over here. They still know what you're looking at, DK.
You can't leave incognito open. Why do you have 2?
Yeah, you open it and then you close it.
Yeah. Everything
How
is
do
still
you people sleep?
Functioning oddly
Edge
over here.
Edge is only open because in this room I use it as my PDF viewer.
God, you're weird.
You do such. I just never got around to installing it on this one. Who cares?
Okay, it's so weird. I mean, Chrome works as a PDF viewer as well, though.
Yeah, but it defaults to Edge on this computer. I never changed it.
Okay.
57 tabs. What the heck? Well, I got to keep one open for the diner around the corner so I can call them every Wednesday to order my breakfast sandwich. And then I got another one open for Translate because I actually respond to people when they communicate to me in a different language on Instagram. So, got to do that. And then, it's a long story.
Yeah.
That's only 2 of 57.
I'm getting big time issues over here. My issues may actually be internet based, so who knows? Just got booted. Yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully it fixes itself. It's working overtime right now, but I have dropped a lot of frames. So
all the fans are spinning. They're spinning hard.
Yeah.
Speaking of spinning fans, I downloaded The Last of Us for PC yesterday. And wow, great video game. Completely ruined by porting it to PC.
What?
Yeah, they did a really piss poor job of it. And there's this error because like with all these CG and 3D games, they got to load all the shaders. They got to optimize their shaders at the beginning of the beginning when you install the game. And it just won't finish. I've never gotten it past 20% on the shaders. So I was like, F this, I want my money back.
Wow. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to playing that game.
I fixed my issue over here, I think, finally. I had something hung up. Everything's running smoothly now. I didn't listen to any of Matt's story. No, but seriously. So evidently The Last of Us is also a Netflix thing or a movie series? HBO, whatever it is. Yeah. So I had heard some people talking about it. Have you watched the Last of Us or whatever it's called? And I was like, they talked about it, but they didn't give me any context about it.
Good.
And I just couldn't remember exactly what the name was. I just remember it was a little bit of a phrase or whatever. So Nicole and I were sitting on the couch and she was flipping through it and I was like, oh, people
People have mentioned this.
People said that we should watch I Think You Should Leave. And I turned it on and I was just like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
No. I told you and Nicole to watch I Think You Should Leave.
Oh, well,
a long time ago.
Yeah, and I completely forgot about that. And maybe that's why it was a little bit stuck in my head. Either way, we turned that on. And she's like, I was like, why are we watching? This is terrible. And
wrong show.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Last of Us is fantastic. No, do watch that one. It's funny. Josh obviously has the wrong kind of sense of humor for that show. It's hilarious. I quote that show almost daily with everybody at work. How's your week going? You've been busy. I watched your episode today.
Yeah,
it looks like a car.
It does, and the last piece that I didn't show in the video is out of the mold, straight out of the mold. Still got all the mold release on it, but has been removed.
I will say, lift it up a little bit higher. Show everybody. I will say that when you take things out of your molds and they've got all the wax on them, it's not doesn't show well. People don't look at that and go, no. Oh wow, neat.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, they look terrible when they're straight out of the mold. Yeah. But it's the milestone that I'm worried about. So, yes. Now, and you've done you're a little bit prepped or not much prep?
Little tiny bit. It's sanded. This one's obviously this side's more finished.
Yes.
This side just came out and got trimmed today. So I did a quick wet sand on it just to knock it back a little bit. The hood is pretty much ready for a gloss coat. And then this piece also just got trimmed today, but I kept the inner fender for now.
Okay. Yeah. That'll have to go, but yes, obviously you know that.
Yeah.
So,
I don't wanna cut it. It looks so smooth. But this is coming together. Like yours looks like a car.
Yeah. And
ish.
Once I get that back portion on, I want to get the wing printed and put on, because that will, the wing will help with that look.
I think you did everyone a great service by showing the CAD model from Fusion
with the cage.
Because without the cage, it does not look done.
No, it doesn't look. It doesn't, and without a windshield and without a cage, with either of those things, it absolutely does not look like anything, and doesn't even look good.
No.
So, but it's the see the forest through the trees. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So it's gonna get there, which I'm excited about. Getting the cage work done is going to be an early priority.
You're gonna have to really get on that, because you got to make two. Listen, if you're borrowing that nice tube bender from Ben, then you have to do it, because I'll never be able to get those bends the same way.
I've showed you how to roll tubing.
You can just do two. You're already there.
I'm doing titanium.
I'll pay you for the materials.
No.
I'll give you some money or something in lieu of money to do the labor. Just do it. What's the problem?
It is so much work to weld the cages.
And it's so much faster for you to do two than it is to just do one. You've already cut all the tube. You've already bent all the tube. Just weld two together. I'm going to convince you to do it, because I don't want to.
Oh, I'm aware of your desire for things to happen, but let me tell you.
Listen, I don't have enough time because you make it more and more difficult. You keep adding stuff.
I have not made it difficult in the slide. I've made it
first.
Only
you told me, you said, I'm not even consulting with you. We're taking the roof off. And I was like, okay, thanks a lot for telling me. And then we're doing cage work. And by we, I mean both of us. And I'm like, so I didn't agree to that.
The easy thing to do would be for me just to give you 3D model. You can just 3D print it. And you know what? I will. Or you can decide some fabrication is in order.
Does Send Cut Send have a tube cut?
Nope.
Tube?
Sure do not. I missed a couple of super chats as things are kind of rolling back into shape over here, only slightly. Sure. I imagine that I've seen people keep getting kicked off. I apologize about that. Hopefully some of you are getting it figured out. Gunner, get my meat in your mouth, Nissen. Hello, everyone. Tonight's code, #BigBlackMon14s.
Thank you, Dana. I got that over here.
And Gunner, you missed my code. 179 open tabs on my phone. Why?
Oh, Gunner. That's too many.
You're never going to go back and see those. I think Nicole and Gunner could race for how many tabs.
It's a real performance killer on your computer.
Stenny93, thank you. I finally ordered my first Vanquish product. A VS410 Phoenix straight axle kit should be here Monday. Congratulations, sir.
Good choice.
And a kit.
The straight axle kit is the best one.
The kit is a lot of fun. Do a poll. Josh makes 2 cages or 1 cage.
I like that idea.
That is a terrible idea.
Cheers, everybody.
Yes.
Cheers.
Everybody.
Thanks for playing.
Cheers. Hope you're having a Wednesday. Not a good one or a bad one, just a Wednesday.
Doesn't matter. As long as you get through it.
Yeah, you're here.
Stabby Josh said, Matt, tell him. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Bacardi Cola, do it.
Do it. Bacardi Cola, do it.
Do it now.
Yeah. Sell me the Xterra. Sell me the Xterra. Sell it to me now. Now. Sell it to me. Sell it to me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make it for me.
But the thing that Matt is discussing is that after I had posted the video this morning and Matt saw the cage for, well, not the first time. I had sent him photos of it previously. Yeah. But it does have those rolled tubes. And I talked about that in the video a little bit. And that, rolled tubes are harder than straight tubes because the tube comes straight, meaning that you have to make it bent.
I know what it means, and that's why I want you to do it. Because it's hard. And
then Ben in the mod chat this morning, he's like, hey, you want to borrow my tube roller? And I used to have a ring roller, and I don't know what I did with it. But Ben has got one from Northwest Scale Designs that is nice and beefy, and it looks like it's got like a 3/8 inch ratchet attachment, which I assume means I can put it into my Milwaukee power ratchet.
Just, Josh, stop talking so much and just start making me the second cage. In the long run, it's going to save you a lot of time. Because, as Jeremy put it best up here, he said, if I build 2, there's the one I did first, and then the one I want to keep. So you can give me your crappy cast-off one. You're like, this isn't quite right. Or it's not quite right enough for me. But the artistic Matt, he'll be fine with that.
So, we'll see depending on the design of the cage. But it is tight.
I just think it's a lot quicker for you to do it than it is for me to do it.
Well, is it though? Because I've said I've been going to cut you a chassis for like 2 weeks, and
that's true.
You are still chassisless. So
I'm still chassisless. That's a very good point. You know what? Maybe I'll take a crack at it. Yeah, maybe I'll take a crack at
it. Just saying. Let me throw this curveball at you. I don't get either of them done.
Yeah, that's actually kind of, it's funny. Up until a couple of days ago, I was actually beating you in terms of panels made, which I was how is that possible? You designed all the molds. You should be way ahead of me.
I know.
Somehow you're not.
So, yeah. But at this point now, I'm going to make the molds, jigs, so that we can put our body panels into, like, in an upside down fashion, and then we can get it all glued together. I found the panel bond we're going to use, or polyester, the adhesive, whatever, blah, 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 blah. It's from 3M, and I found one that works very well for what we do. It's got a little tiny bit of give, which I feel is good. And just dries quickly, which is a check in the right direction for me.
Doesn't matter. It'll still take you longer. Ian Turbot changed his name again, so now it's Ian Turbotian. Because it used to be Antipodean.
I thought it was I thought that was that song from the Blue Man Group or whoever. Blue Dabba Tiu Dabba.
Oh, blah blah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Wait, that's not Blue Man Group, is it? It's
still. I think that's still on.
Who sings that song? It just says I'm blue.
It's who is that? I know who that is.
OCR.
It's still Eiffel 65 sings it.
There it is. What is that for?
I don't know, but somebody did this. Mark's Garage did that, and I left it on as like my one of the Instagram things. Yeah, it's one of the highlights. It's like, I don't know what we were doing, but he set it to that song. I LOL'd. It's so good. And Vidjo said, I don't know why he's playing hard to get. He'll end up doing it. Yeah, I know he will. That's the whole thing.
I don't know where this newfound confidence is coming from, but
it's not from me.
Right. I'll agree there. I feel like we should knock this one out because I'm sure that the question will come up. It's about, are we going to upgrade to the Prusa MK4s? No. I have no plans to upgrade mine for whatever it is, for 565, whatever it is. I have no plans to upgrade mine. If or when I'm ready to buy another printer, it will likely be the one that I would buy at the time. I would rather just buy a new one rather than upgrade mine, because like for the cost, like you're already that much there. I would rather just buy another one and sell this one, or have both for the difference in cost there. But
yeah, but is there enough difference for the average printer to upgrade to the Mark IV? I didn't even look at the.
I mean, today. They're trying to. It's got a really cool extruder design. It's trying to catch up with the higher speed settings, things like that. So there is lots of things about it that are advantages. Honestly, just the control upgrade is something I would consider, because the control panel on the Prusa is terribly slow. Or you clean off your files all the time, off your flash drive? Of course you do. Of course you do.
I'm also not trying to like speed run Mario on.
Yeah, you're not trying to see how fast you can print a tiny boat.
I'm not doing that.
I plug it in. I got to sit there and wait. Sorting files.
Oh, wow. Because that's why it's taking you so long to get me the chassis cut. I understand now. You're always waiting for your printer to load.
Yeah.
Original flavored buck with a side of dandy. Thank you very much. Just cut yourself a chassis with that fancy bougie Dremel. It would be faster. You mean the Proxon?
Proxon.
Proxon.
By Whammo.
Proxon. German. That's all it says.
German.
German.
Yeah, that sounds about right. German.
Thank you, Buck. Much appreciated. Now, okay, so not really a necessary upgrade right away, but I'm in the same camp as you. I'll just keep this one and get another one.
Right. That's the same. Like if I was looking at that, that's what I would do. But
Chris Mears mentioned that I could probably just make my own chassis with this knife that I made.
It makes
been a while.
Finally,
it's been a while. It's true. I haven't whipped this out in a very long time. Hasn't made an appearance in any of my videos. Rebecca mentioned that someone in the comments was like, haven't seen that knife joke in a while. So I got you.
I got you. The printer, I actually have another reason why I am not immediately pre-ordering or ordering.
You already bought another printer.
No, I didn't do that either. But I do have another printer coming.
Okay.
So, and it wasn't even a thing, but I had a while ago, I did the video on that 3D scanner. I showed you guys that whole deal. And Creality has a new scanner that they just released called the Ferret.
Yes. I also got an email about that. They're going through all the animals.
Yeah, exactly.
I got an email about that too, and I was all ready to accept it, and then they said, make sure that you have an Android phone. And I was like, I don't have one of those.
They didn't tell me that.
Well, good luck. Okay, so, you should be all right.
I've got a tab or something. Who knows? But they said that, yeah, we'll send that. And then they're like, do you want to also try this S1, which is like their speedy printer? And I was like, that's fine. I'll try it. So we shall see.
Give her a go. Why not? What's the worst that can happen?
Toxic. Damn it. It reminded me of... Oh. Now I'm bummed. First of all, James Sochet King Calvin. Is Matt going to clear coat his carbon fiber with maple syrup? Ooh, a little tinted clear coat as you put it on there.
That's not a bad idea.
Rich burgundy, color of a...
Ron Burgundy?
Ron Burgundy. Ron Car Burgundy.
Go F yourself. Go F yourself, San Diego. I don't know. Maybe. I don't... I kind of like just pure carbon.
Yeah. I do have... I have plans for mine to... I'm going to put some paint on it as well.
Yeah. I'm painting a livery.
Mostly exposed, but with and then
all right.
With some extra. Yeah.
Yes.
Exposed except where it counts. And toxic crawlers. I saw his super chat pop up, and he says, "Hurry up and get to the Hot Wheels talk." And I'm so mad that I left my new Hot Wheels at work.
Oh no! Maybe someone will play with them.
They're not out of the package.
Nobody cares. If you don't have them, it doesn't make it on a mail call. You can't even talk about it. You're still ahead on panels, Matt, because Josh needs to redo the entire right side of his truck so it doesn't drive in circles. Truth.
That is true. And that is the plan. I am going to redo it.
Matt, can you buy the rear fenders for the ready-to-run Phoenix? I don't know. Josh is the guy that works at the Vanquish place.
You will be able to. You cannot currently. Well, you could, but you'd have to buy a full body set. But just the panels will be available separately before too long.
Let Josh drink another beer. He'll loosen up, and then he'll cut those tubes for you.
Just mount the battery on the right side to offset the weight of the left side.
Ah, smart.
I know, but it's just so much heavier. I don't know. I still think I'm going to redo it. You
got to redo it. You have to.
I know. Anyway.
A good joke is all about the timing, even if you only assembled the joke. Good one, Dandy.
Let's do some mail call.
Yeah, let's.
That little.
Yeah, I have 2 things. Well, 3, technically. I have 3 things. I'll start because this one's quick.
Okay.
Got myself some gunk.
Is that like goof off? Goo guy?
Oh, it's more than just goof off. This is take everything off. It's
I like it.
It says low VOC, but I think they just put that on there as a joke. Because don't use this inside. It's poison. It's flammable. It'll irritate your eyes and skin. Don't swallow. Don't breathe. Don't puncture, burn, or get in eyes. Do not get on skin or clothing. Wear a mask.
Do not use.
It's got a lot of bad stuff in it, and provided it doesn't say that it's safe on plastic, so I assume that it's not.
Yeah,
because some of them are a bit more like, hey, use this. It's an engine degreaser. Is it though? Isn't this just simple green in a much bigger container? Because this one's like, go ahead, you can use this on plastic. It's got a citrus scent.
Yeah, it's
the other one's more like, I'm gonna kill you.
Palm olive is all it is. It was pine sol. Anyway, for me, I showed this in the video yesterday, so I'll kind of breeze past this one. But this is the 5mm precision ground rod for our bell cranks. This I will probably be fine with making for you.
Yes.
So that is likely the route. And I know people get all weary about, you're going to weld, right? It's not that big a deal. People need to worry less. That is going to be fine. Like, someone's like, just spline it like a servo on the other end. I'm like, how? How do you plan to do that? Like, I have lots of tools. Not a tool that'll do that.
There's some funny things going on. Low VOC for a meth lab. It's not goof off. It's F off.
Did you have to smuggle that into the country, or did they sell that to you?
Right, that's just they sell that right at the store,
right in town there, huh?
It's not even locked behind a cabinet or anything. It's just it's just out there.
You literally have a machine shop at your disposal. Yeah, but that is still a very specialty type of thing. Like the tool that you use to make a servo horn, not the same that you would use to make that spline. So,
right.
Yeah, not as easy.
Chat is laggy on purpose. It's 10-second delay.
Yeah. Yes, that's our spam control, and it seems to work a little bit better.
It's working better these days. Yeah. Okay, so you showed off some shiny tubes.
Yeah. Solid rod. Thank you.
Shiny rods.
And then
for
also
the Mon 14.
A bag of 20 servo horns.
Do you sell them like that?
No, we don't. But I was tuning in the laser, and while I was doing that, I was going through like the laser fixture box because I was redoing a bunch of stuff, and I was just like, there's probably 100 servo horns in there that are like the lasering's not 100% perfect. I'm like, those are mine now. So this is some of them.
Excellent.
I'm taking those home.
Okay. A lot of people asking if I'm getting a BRX02. Yes.
Don't you already have one?
I am. No, this is the new one, the Series 3 Defender.
It's so
the new one.
It's so ugly.
Shut your mouth.
That's the ugliest Land Rover they've ever made.
That's the most beautiful Land Rover they've ever made.
Are you getting the truck or not the truck?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
It's so ugly.
No, it's the best.
Oh,
it's the best.
Okay, but since it was freaking Land Rover week, did you see the Charisma?
Yes, I saw that a long time ago. I don't think that they should show it with the top off.
I don't think that they should advertise it as a removable top. because
Yes, that is true. They should not do that.
that should just be the way that it is. Because like, or they should paint it different.
Yeah.
I got it. That was an interesting one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, wow. Anyway, I couldn't believe. I mean, I have a general lack of desire to appreciate those, but that made it very easy.
It's, yeah. I mean, it's also interesting that it's even a thing, considering how close it is to a licensed version that someone else is doing.
Who?
So Boom Racing. There's yes. So anyway, yeah, I'm curious to see how that all pans out.
Yeah. So
RC 4-wheel drive and Tamiya use bell crank steering too. Works for them fantastically.
Tamiya's is not bad.
Tamiya's isn't bad. Let me show you.
Well,
Let me show you real quick. Shut up, Siri. God dang. So, okay. This, it's obviously in pieces right now. This is a Blazing Blazer, which came out in like 1983, I think. Some time ago. Oh my God. Stop. There, okay. So, now, in this particular model, this is the electronics box, which is a lot smaller by today's standards. But there is a servo that goes basically here, okay? And that connects to a bell crank right here, which goes all the way down
Oh,
to
it's a
there.
double bell crank?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so starts here, okay? Josh, paying attention?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Goes down here. There's a servo horn on the bottom here. And then this long shaft goes all the way to the front. And then that is where your steering goes. So, if it worked in 1980s tech, certainly we can do a better job of it today.
And we're even removing one of those. But you know what also uses bell cranks is about every other type of RC. Like anything with independent suspension pretty much has a bell crank. Bell cranks are not bad. Bell cranks work fine. The execution
when you design
of bell
them
cranks
properly
can be like the RC 4-wheel drive one.
Yeah.
Which they, it takes the walking directions version of the they clicked the wrong button on Google Maps when they were trying to get from one place to the other. So, all right,
see what you're going to want to do.
Let's go this way, and then
you want to hop on the 105. You're going to take that over to the subway. And then you got to go downstairs. Sean Roberge, thank you very much. Hi, guys. First time live with you. Welcome to the show. What do you think about the Negative G LCG kit? I'm going to hoping Josh knows something about that. I know nothing.
I've seen it. It's a nice complete kit, which I always appreciate. It's got all the associated parts and things like that. It's fine. It's somewhere around like that $300 or $350 range. I can't remember. It's on the more expensive side, but I do appreciate that it's complete. And it looked nice for that. At the same time, it didn't necessarily I didn't see anything about it when I was looking that I was just like, I'm going to buy that because I feel like it's better than this and justifies this cost because of it. Where I can usually find a chassis that I like or make my own and make the assorted parts for it, which is not the same for everybody. So for me, it didn't necessarily overcome the cost, but I totally see if you don't want to try and figure a bunch of stuff out, how it could be appealing.
Jeremy posted his pre-production 109 on the forum. Pre-production unit. Ooh la la. Fancy. I'll check that out. Need to see everything with the top off so you know that if you're truly interested or not. Going back to our, it's good.
Joker 5107.
I like it.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Mount Diablo Crawl was a success. Artful Dodgers DFD Twin Kit works great. Kept up with G-Speed kits and lines. Killer for sure. And Mount Diablo is a cool spot. Would have liked to have made it out to the event over there, but our local comp got postponed to last weekend, and I had to compete there, even though it didn't go very well.
Great.
Because I was using the Hot Boy radio, as I've called it.
You were using that stupid thing again?
Oh, yeah. Because last time I tried using it, we got rained out. I was like, I'm going to run a whole comp with it. And I did. And let me tell you, I'm fine with it at the first like 6, 7 gates, whatever. But then once time starts ticking, and I'm like, and you start, you got.
Are you trying to are you turning it like this way?
Jump. Damn it. So I think for the next comp, I'm going to run both receivers, and I'm going to do the throttle with one and then the steering with the other, like heavy.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah.
That way I can get back to the two-handed nature.
Like driving a tank.
Yeah, or a skid steer, excavator.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Start
like it
tilting and.
Have you got anything else for mail call ding dong, or are we done with
one
that?
other thing, which I feel like could segue us into another little topic.
Wait, let me go first because I have another thing after this thing.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Heisenberg, in your lab equipment.
Jesse. It's Heisenberg. Yeah, it's an ultrasonic cleanser.
Nice.
Let me tell you, it's the loudest thing I own.
Really?
Yeah.
I've got like 100-gallon one at the office, and it's not loud at all.
Well, it's probably because it's small, but it sounds.
Does it have like a real high pitch sound to it or something, or what?
More like how can I describe it? Yeah, all the time. That's pretty much it, but all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty not the noise you want to be around for very long.
Yeah, it's a turn it on and leave situation.
Yeah. It's got a heater, though, so it heats
That's
up
good.
your cleaning solution, which is fantastic.
That is.
And it does a very, very, very good job. Spoiler alert, you'll see this again tomorrow in my episode of What's on the Bench. But there is...
That looks brand new.
Looks brand new, 40 years old.
Jeez. That is...
I did the wheels and everything.
Yeah. And new tires.
Leaf springs.
Look at those leaf springs. You polished the leaf springs out?
Oh, that's how they came.
Really?
Yeah, but interesting thing about this truck and these leaf springs. I won't spoil it for most of the episode, but they're spot welded together. So there is no give at all.
Oh, so you can't take a helper out or anything like that.
No, you can't take a helper out. And even if you could, even if you just had one, it would be one too many. There's no flex.
Well, you got to remember that it was made to support a Power Wheels side lead acid battery in the back. So.
True. It was also in the kit when you bought the kit. It did not ship with shocks, like no suspension shocks. So you could buy them and add them afterwards, but it didn't help at all. You'd be like, it's not going anywhere. So most of the suspension is in the tires.
That makes sense. Gigawatt Hot Boy Racing RC. Hot Boy Radio for comp. I hope you filmed it. I did film it. I just have not had a chance to edit it because I've been busy with molds and video editing and pulling my hair out. So I have not even looked at the footage yet to see. The nice thing about it is that since I was able to film myself while driving, but
Right.
I was also driving a comp. So we'll see how that turned out too.
Yeah. Okay. What's your next thing?
I got myself an RC 4-wheel drive fuel cell in black.
Neat.
The red was not available, but these can be difficult to find at times. And I saw that it came back in stock, so I picked one up. And that is not all that exciting. But we, besides the fact that I also got some like Hot Wheels Redline stuff and all that hasn't come yet, and I forgot to bring it home, so I won't talk about it. But did you see in the scale news the job opening, career opportunity?
Yes. Let me get my final thing, and then we're going to talk about that because that came up in the comments here too.
Okay.
So today, Traxxas, you may have seen this come out, the stake sides for the utility trailer. I have a trailer already, but I'm going to add the stake sides, and then they've also got some spare wheels that you can mount on there as well. So we're going to mount all that stuff up, make up a bunch of accessories for the trailer, I think. But these look pretty good. They're molded plastic. They've got some detail of wood. There's texture in there.
Sure.
We're going to weather it up. Do some weathering.
Are you? You're going to follow their how-to that they posted on their website? In their blog?
I saw that, maybe. Or I'll just do it my own way.
Ah, okay.
Can't tell me
you might learn. You might learn something. You should.
I'll check it out. All right, now let's talk about your job change.
Yeah, I'm transitioning.
Yeah, we've got an announcement to make.
No.
Yeah, Josh is leaving Vanquish Products. He's applied to become an online support guru at RC 4-wheel drive. He can work from home, and that's why he's in charge
of mystery boxes only.
No, that's how you get paid. It's a mystery check.
Mystery boxes.
Mystery check.
This
is it going to clear?
Is worth
or isn't it?
At least $650 retail, but after taxes.
After
about $40.
There's some fees that we forgot to tell you about.
You can only use this at the company store, and nothing's in stock.
You get paid in store credit. Not available on any regular or sale price merchandise. That's so good. So great.
Yeah. So it's a real interesting job opening that they posted. There's two openings.
What was it again? I missed
One
it.
is basically like a product engineer, and the other is a project manager.
Wait, hold on. Project engineer.
Yes.
And then project manager. I get that one. I understand that one. But project engineer. So, did they say you had to know anything? Like, I know a little bit about Fusion. Could I work there?
Well, I would guess that you're more than qualified at this point, but
it's going to take me a little bit longer, and then I got to phone somebody.
You're good. You're good.
Josh,
dive in.
How do you just tell me how to? Is it Loft? Is that the tool?
P for project, Matt. P for project. Okay, got it.
I always forget that one. First thing I would do, says Adam Tebben, bring back Mike and Cutter.
Oh my God.
Don't forget about Keith. There's three of them guys. Oh, there's four. Yeah, that's right. Rick, Keith, Cutter,
and Mike. Cutter was the real oddball. He was the one out there on the fringe. he was the one who liked to go on escapades in the woods.
Right. That's right. Yeah, he was always measuring things out there. Patina guy, thank you very much. Josh might be changing companies? Question mark. LOL. Yeah. RC four-wheel drive pen assembler.
Disassembler.
That job's easy.
Yeah. So, but the interesting thing about the ad, it was like, hey, this is a full-time or part-time. We're located
from
in
home,
Visalia, or
in the
you
office,
can be remote,
whatever.
Just like if you could answer an email or something, that'd be great.
Bottom line, we're desperate. We don't care where you are, who you are, what your qualifications are or are not. Just please come work here.
Please help. Please help quick. Original.
We got a lot of
side of dandy. I think you can get one of those fuel cells in a mystery box. I think you're wrong, sir.
You should just order one to find out. I think that's what he's saying.
We've
got a lot of irons in the fire. So if you could start yesterday, that would be great.
Oh my goodness. Matt and I decided we took on the proposal of another challenge.
It's work at RC four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's, no. This could totally work.
Challenge. Can you survive?
24 hours of resume mayhem, where you and I create fake resumes, set up email addresses, everything, and send them to RC four-wheel drive and see who gets an interview. Then we can do the
fake
interview.
Glasses with the mustache.
They won't recognize me. They won't.
Yeah.
They won't know who this is. So, Mr. Snrub, it says here that you worked in the RC hobby industry for the last 18 years. That's correct. What were you doing? Hello, pretty lady.
It's
I don't think it's the worst idea we've ever had. And it would be super funny. But now that they know that we're talking about
Let me turn the questions around on you. How much do you make a year?
Is it
Martha Stewart,
Pam?
Oprah, your wife? Yeah.
Pam or Pan? Perry G, thank you very much. To be fair, Josh just wants to bring it back to RC three-wheel drive like the old days. Oh, yeah, that was the joke all the time on the old forums. That was the good old days.
Oh, how far can we get this axle? Oh, there. I couldn't get through the sentence. That's okay.
Crunch.
We'll wait for the next patch, I always said.
Yeah,
next patch.
That's right. Next patch. Next patch is we're fixing it in the next patch. That's the one.
Yeah.
We've got
never batch or version. Next patch. It's like a software thing.
It's
joke of 510714. Weight of the VFD twin over the VFD with Hertz dig. That's a great question that I don't know the answer to.
Ooh,
I don't know. It's a good question though.
Somebody said we'll have to undercover boss it.
Yeah.
Buck Dandy goes, holy crap, where did Matt go? Who's that bespectacled man? How did he change so quickly? Oh my gosh. Just don't say A. They would know it was me for sure.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hang on. Something's not quite right here. Wait a minute. Oh, man.
So
Matt, you can use my likeness. I'm an overweight neckbeard that has a great sad clown Halloween pick. That might get me the... You're hired.
You're hired. Yes.
That's the thing. Do you think they'll require a photo with the resume?
AI.
Got that one solved already.
Like, I see in your photo you have 14 fingers on your left hand.
That's it's my engineering hand.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I get so much done. You're welcome.
Travis Gilmore, all the Rebel RC guys already submitted their resumes. Josh, you could do both jobs. Danny Tremblay says that you could work for both Vanquish and RC Four-Wheel Drive with all the free time you have.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't now. I've got to build a chassis or a frame rail or something. Or
That's right. Wait,
roll cage.
Wait, TH man. Wait, it pays how much? Pass.
My whole family's on vacation at the lake. I really got to get back. So the finger.
How long is this going to take? How long is this going to take? He's eating his sandwich. Just send a picture of Joe Scott. Yes, people always say that I look like Joe Scott. I don't know who that is. I looked it up. I guess he's a YouTuber.
No, I never
Looks
heard
kind
of
of like this. I don't know.
Yeah, it's, interesting.
Something like this is about yay shapes.
I can almost imagine. Okay, I can imagine. Yep, I see it.
This is a nice drawing. Did your 4-year-old do it? No, it's the new truck we're gonna make.
Yeah, like TM.
Terrible. And it's, I don't know why they're not happy with us. So much free publicity.
There's a flash sale on the FJ55 though, in case you.
I saw that. It looks better when you paint it on the outside.
Looks better if you
saying.
don't paint it and it's clear and you don't see it.
Jeez. Make your CV a mystery box of qualifications.
I guarantee you, this resume is worth $150,000 a year.
Okay, so project manager, we know what that job is. That's basically pushing everybody to make the thing fast.
Kind of.
Good.
It can depend.
I'm sure it has there's a lot of QC and a lot of checking tolerances. And
I don't think they've opened that department.
Okay, well, no, typically.
Theoretically. Yes. What that would likely do is that the fact that a lot of their design stuff happens overseas. We know that. Their engineers are over there or in factories over there.
But they're hiring one to be here.
That's what it sounds like.
So that must mean that they are taking QC and, stuff more seriously.
Yes, theoretically. But yeah, the project manager side, they would usually take the project after it's designed, get samples, test fit samples, talk about pricing and materials, things like that. Because when it's on a computer, it's, doesn't mean anything. So you have to actually have it made and check materials and fitment and all that kind of stuff. Figure out shipping and scheduling, all that kind of stuff before it gets here and then gets released.
Right.
That would probably be along the lines of what they're assuming that would mean. The engineer side, hopefully it would mean that there's someone over here that can then pass designs to them over there. It doesn't always mean that. It is weird sometimes with those type of factories. You give them a design and sometimes they'll just redo the design. Like got the design. We're going to redo that quick. And then
you're like playing telephone. No. Whoa. We just, it's done. We just did it. Use that one.
We got it.
Say no more. And then you just like.
Just glance at it every once in a while.
Zip, zip, zip.
Yeah.
Zip, zip. No, just use that one. Yeah, but if you these computers don't work that way.
Yeah, they go this way. You guys go this way.
Your X is our Y.
Our stuff goes up, down to up, up, down, left, right. Then yours. Perry G. Matt will blow his disguise when he asks how many loonies per week.
Holy jeez, when you do the conversion, I'm getting like 30 cents on the buck there.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud. That's
fucking right. Fuck yeah, bud.
Ah,
you speak the language of my people.
So there you go. If any of you are qualified.
So yeah, we don't know what the qualifications are though. Or do we? Did they post any sort of qualifications?
You know, they're like, do you like toy trucks? Would you
have you considered trying to make one?
I'm just saying, like, if you thought you were likely qualified, if you had design experience, you have project management, like professional project managing experience, you've been trained in project managing or something along those lines, you probably have a good job. You probably have a chance.
What about our friend Jeff?
My name is Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
Our friend Jeff works at a very well-known place as a professional engineer already. I'm guessing that it would not fit his criteria.
He would get down. He'd get down there. He'd sit down in the chair and he'd go, "So, how many Teslas can I afford working here? 0?" There'd be a cloud that looked like him sitting in the chair still.
Like our other one of our other employees lives in that RV right there,
right behind the shipping department, which he also heads up.
It's a green environment here. We encourage people to walk to work. They're able to. We have a live work community here. It's
we really encourage people to work straight through their lunch, because in all honesty, you shouldn't be spending any money on food.
Yeah, it's just like Silicon Valley. It's just no. In all
I'm
honesty,
sure
working
it's
in the
really
RC
nice
industry
there.
is a lot of fun, I will say.
Yeah.
You know, there's still real world problems, but they're about toy cars. So oftentimes it's not really like ruining your hobby, because in the end, that part of it doesn't feel like the hobby.
Instead of men complaining to you, you get men-childs complaining to you.
There's that.
Qualifications include heartbeat. I hope whoever gets the job has a more comfortable chair than yours. I wouldn't count on it.
So
must have seen flying cars. Well, that puts a lot of you out of the running.
Yeah.
Based on our poll last week.
Yeah, I hope that some of you rectified that before you came back this week, because
we're having a quiz later. That's actually, we should do that. We should do flying cars trivia. In fact, you know what? We'll get Joe to do that.
Yes, we'll make him watch it again.
We'll get Joe to watch it again and write down a bunch of questions, and then you and I will play flying cars trivia.
Joe. You need another curriculum.
Yeah. I know you're a little busy, with a job and house hunting and stuff, but
worry about those things.
And a successful painting business.
Speaking
How
of
old was she? I can't ask that question because we don't know.
Ooh, but you know what?
She was a junior in college, though, right?
I think we should have to, we should have to present our theory of her actual age based on context clues, and then we have to present for our final project, our senior design course.
We also know that, I mean, her father was he hated his job enough. He hated working and owning a hobby shop enough that he couldn't be in his 30s or 40s.
Yeah, he hasn't been soured enough yet.
You sure, junior in college? Junior?
She was at a junior college, which
which that
but
she was definitely
watching along. We have is free practice tonight?
Tonight is Wednesday. Tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Wait.
No. Tomorrow is. Wait. Yeah. Tomorrow.
Australia.
Yeah.
Practice 1 starts at Thursday at 9:30 my time. I hope that this clock changes based on your time zone.
It does.
Okay. So tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah.
Because the race for me starts Saturday night, right? Yeah.
No, race starts Sunday morning at 1 a.m. for me.
Saturday night, 10 p.m. for me. So like right after my live stream.
Sick.
I just get to
Wait, no, on Saturday. You have a Saturday live stream?
No, I don't. I forgot. Whatever. Friday qualifying right
I
now.
live stream every day of the week, guys. Pay up, sucker. Thank you very much. Matt, maybe RC Four-Wheel Drive will hire me as their merch model since you're not paying me. He was showing off his merch the other day.
Nice. Very
nice one. Where is it? Look. He's got your shirt, too.
Hey! Well, kind of. That's your shirt.
That's
mine.
My shirt.
Yeah.
It's true. I don't see any of your merch there. Yes. No, I only rented it last time. I don't want to buy it. You got to buy it. It's better value if you buy the movie because then you can watch it as many times as you want.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got some stuff to do. Moose Jaw needs to get on to making our quiz. I'm really looking forward to this now. We have to see when his availability is.
Super fun. Give us time to watch it a bunch again.
I mean,
there should be a cutoff. There should be a cutoff of when we're not allowed to watch it anymore.
Like Sunday night.
Once we announce when he's doing this.
Yeah, we have until the Sunday night before.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then nothing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. Oh, he's got it. Make a worksheet, multiple choice, and short essay. Yes. Sick. I love opinion questions. The words that you just said meant absolutely nothing. May God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah. This is
next shirt. I like that one. Writing that one down. Or if it doesn't make the shirt, it'll be a bumper sticker checkered past, but hardly reclines. That's a good one. Good thing this is magnetized. Oh, I missed.
You're welcome. So we've got 2 months left before nationals or whatever we're calling.
That's plenty of time. Regionals.
I have a lot more. I have some serious design work to get going on again because I've got to make all of the mounts for all of where the tubes are going to land so that we can just have those laser cut. They'll arrive. I did talk about how we're going to mount the body a little bit as well, which of course I didn't tell you about beforehand, but
what are we doing now?
So I'm going to make plates that they're going to go like on the rocker area or things like that. And that's where the bodies are going to mount. It's from the outside onto those, and they'll go inwards, and then like the actual mating surfaces will be further in. But it will allow, because we controlled the outside surfaces of all of our body panels with the molds, right?
Yeah.
The inside surfaces we didn't control because they vary in thickness. So that allows us to go to controlled surfaces easily, makes for mounting a lot more universal, yep. Or, between the two of us. I can design for one and it will work for the other.
Excellent. Good.
So that's the plan.
Lots of time.
I have to try and figure out how to execute that as well, though.
Lots of time. Class 3 is me putting a Lexan body on an existing chassis. Done. Yeah.
I've got my class 2 and class 3. I've got to get cranking on. I've got to make some decisions and get going there. I just got to do it. Oh, speaking of working on comp trucks that aren't mine, I've built a.
Is that gunners all done?
Yeah, I built this one on Friday. Well, I assembled it mostly. So it's got a moose job on it with some Armageddon 43, and I basically got it assembled pretty much completely on Friday night, other than the 3D printing of parts, which I already had done from the last time I did a brazen. So this whole thing went together so easily in basically a night. And it's got the body mount stuff done already. I've got the body posts here. So the only thing I have left to do is install the motor and ESC, and this thing's pretty much done.
Good to go.
So this is great. Easiest comp truck I've built. Yeah, it's the brazen ATL again. I can't say how easy these brazen ATLs are. They're just so nice.
That's a good chassis.
Yep, I like that one.
Tim
a lot.
Struven. I thought 2023 was the year of no Lexan bodies. No, that's a typo, Tim. It's no, comma, Lexan bodies, exclamation point. Hi, Logan. I saw West Desert Wheeler checked in there. Matt, what was yours and Josh's most expensive RC purchases? Ripper. I mean, as a complete thing, Ripper. But some of the parts, steam truck, probably.
Yeah. Some of the parts and total cost of things like that, probably for me, like if I really tried to total it, I would say the class 1 from last year.
Yes.
With all the titanium and carbon fiber and tools that I needed for the carbon fiber and all of that.
Yep.
Like that thing really, really added up.
Yes. I also should special mention to Monthly Mayhem V-Speed Edition. That thing cost me a fortune.
Yeah. That there was a lot in that one. My V-Speed also, I had a good amount in, but not as much as Matt because I just bought carbon fiber and cut and machined my own. I did have to have like laser cut titanium stuff done, but I had a lot of the other titanium.
Yeah.
What was the other one though? Oh, the TRX 4000.
Right.
That's
because it's got more brass than the earth has left.
That was a spicy bill on that one. All of that brass plus that battery. Oof. That battery costs as much as a lot of people spend on just like their truck.
Good God.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember. I think that battery was like $600.
And you've only had to charge it once. So, good deal. That sucks.
Joker 510714, Capper base class 3 4-wheel steer. Take parts from the 4-wheel steer RTR. That was a thought that I had today, as well. It's
for class
a possibility.
3.
Yeah, just just take my 4-wheel steer Capra, take the
Pop the body
drivetrain or most of the drivetrain out of that, maybe throw in a deluxe Portal Trans, and be able to roll. Like as far as that, like obviously build a chassis, put the body, scale details, yada yada yada. But that was absolutely a thought that I kind of paralleled with you. And I thought about it, I was like, hey, that could be a thing. And then I could take and build one of those other silly Capra top chassis with the rail thing underneath of it trucks as well, because I need another project.
Yeah, you need another project. You know, I'm not doing that. Maybe I'll put Capra axles on that Element Ground Fox chassis.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
that could work. That could be a thing.
That'd be an easy swap.
Yeah. 4-wheel steer on that. Done.
Yep.
Flip it, stick it. See you later. Bye.
So
I'm glad that's caught on for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're fine. We're good.
Yeah. Things
we're
are fine
here. It's fine. No problem.
I need a
still
fire
have parts. Everything's on fire. Yeah. I mean, at least I've got, the start of Class 2. It's in good shape. I've been designing as I go. I'll save stuff for next week's episode, but things are happening there, which is good. So, Class 2's fine. Class 1, little invisible, except for some panels that have taken a better part of a month to create. But, it's only a matter of time before Josh cuts that part-time chassis for me, because it's not even the final chassis.
No,
it's just a mock-up chassis.
It's just a placeholder. I suppose I could get you things to 3D print at least, so that you could fake have some of the stuff there together. Line them up, like the body
Raisin's
panels.
in here. I bet it's Wes. Brazen scale, RC.
I mean, it could be Wes, or it could be Brett.
Or it could be Brett. It could be either one. Or it could be both. Just came across a fresh knockoff of our new SCX-10 Pro chassis, Oracle, from Taiwan.
So the Oracle is their name. Don't put quotes on it.
Oh, that's their name.
Yeah.
He has it in quotes.
Oh.
I didn't know if that's what... That's a son of a gun. Darn it.
What
are they calling it? I'd like to know what they're calling it.
Yeah.
Or a Cal. It's Brett. Hi, Brett. Could be Wes. Could be Brett. It could be Wes pretending to be Brett. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Brett, tell us something that we would only know about you.
Yeah. What was our safe word when you visited?
Like a bank card or something.
Yeah, exactly. What's your bank card number?
What's your PIN? It's, what is that? Bosco. It's Bosco. This is a Seinfeld reference.
Oof.
Most people don't know that show, but it's on Netflix, so go watch it.
I've watched most of the Seinfeld episodes probably, but they have started the references, other than the key ones, have definitely faded. And it's kind of hard to watch now.
It's a little painful because a lot of it is from a time that was different.
Exactly.
And a lot of it does not work
every single
today.
Every single part of the show could just be solved with a cell phone now. It's why don't you just call? Oh,
well,
always looking for a payphone. Always
Okay, maybe in the early episodes, but they had cell phones. It was 1996. It wasn't.
I'm saying they didn't have them in the show, really.
1906.
Right.
But it kind of reminded me that show was on 27 years ago. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm old. Very old. Speaking of old, let's talk about leaf springs for a moment. Just for a moment.
I'm not sure we're allowed to do that on the internet.
We have
to do that through the post.
I'll mail you a couple things about it.
Yeah. Okay, let's hear your...
So, I was going through vehicles that I was like, what vehicles that are good have leaf springs. You're never going to believe what I found out.
Corvette.
Well, yes, that's true. I know the Corvette still has leaf springs. Volvo XC60.
Oh, what?
Yes. But
not yours.
Yes, mine.
What?
Yes. But they actually won a design award for this particular setup. It's like a composite leaf spring. It's not steel. It's not like a leaf
the
pack.
Composite leaf springs are not. I think the Corvette ones are actually composite.
Yeah, it's basically the Corvette leaf spring suspension in the rear. So, with that, there is the lowering kit that I talked about last week or 2 weeks ago.
It's just a new leaf spring.
No, it doesn't change that portion at all. It just takes out the spacers at the back to lower it. New springs up front, but rear leaf spring. Yes.
Oh my God, I can't.
Yeah.
I didn't think that there was any non-heavy duty vehicle sold anymore with leaf springs. I'm sure that there's many. I don't need a whole list of it. Actually, the Honda Fit uses one to hold the hood up. But
no, mine's functional. And I'll tell you what, you would never know. It's a well-designed system.
How many miles do you have on it?
Many.
How many?
Well, what miles? Like,
have you hit 100 yet?
Is that really a measure of how much distance you've traveled? How much you've driven a car? Is that really like? Is that what people? Is that how people are measuring things? It handles so well, and you'd never know that I've only driven it. Stand by. Hey Siri, how many miles is 680 kilometers?
432.
422 miles.
22. Damn it. Sorry, carried the one.
How many times have I filled up on gasoline? 0. I don't even know how to do it. I don't even know what's behind the door. Is it a capless situation? I don't know. No idea.
It handles the twists and turns of his driveway.
Listen, I just got it a month ago.
Oh my God.
Craig Thompson makes a very good point. Considering the roads in Toronto, that's like 5,000 miles.
Have you got that car over 100 kilometers an hour?
Of course I have, Josh.
Many times?
Well, what is, how do we measure many? Like, what is that in terms of like times?
Like,
is many more than 3? No, I couldn't. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Can you do
There's a button somewhere for the fuel door. Oh.
Allegedly gone over. No, I said kilometers an hour, 62 miles an hour.
Yeah, 62 miles an hour. I just sit in it. I just sit in the front driveway. I don't really go anywhere. That's a lot of KMs for a Toronto driver. See? Thank you very much.
I will not allow you all to just justify this behavior. I think I just cracked 42,000 on the Jeep.
Oh, here's the thing though. You live in a place where you have to drive everywhere. Do you have to drive to get a coffee?
No.
No, not in the house. Not in your house.
At work? No. I want to cross.
No, when you are at home and you want to go for what even is coffee though, Matt? Like,
yes, if I was to not get it from my house, I would have to drive somewhere. And I'm not even if there was a loophole with like asking a neighbor, I don't do that. I don't talk to my neighbors. No,
of course you don't.
I don't need more friends. So yes, I would have to drive.
Right. See, I can just walk not even a minute and get coffee from three different places if I wanted. Got the moose badge on there too.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There was a whole subreddit in the Volvo Reddit threads about debadging, extra badging,
up badging.
Got quite heated.
Oh,
quite
really?
Heated. Oh yes. The Volvo owners. There's a
I can just imagine how quiet that Volvo subreddit gets after like 4:30 p.m. Just nothing.
Because everyone's had their dinner and gone to bed. There's a lot of sporty Volvos out there, Josh. Mine included. How many horsepowers does a Corvette have?
It depends on the one you're talking about.
I mean, what is a horsepower anyway?
Right,
really?
Exactly. We're converting here.
Because I've got 455.
Yeah, that's a foggy number with conversions of electric.
How's that?
Adding the electric onto
the electric is only 100 horsepower.
Exactly.
The supercharged 4-cylinder is the other 350.
Right. So I'm not saying that it doesn't add to it, but I'm just saying like just to add it on and saying the total number, I'm like,
Surprised Volvo owners know how to use the internet. Thanks, Jeremy.
That's in Canadian horsepower. It's about 250 horsepower US.
Easy. Does Rancho sell a lift kit for it? There's a guy on one of the Volvo forums who's got like all-terrains. No lift, obviously, but he put all-terrains on it.
I'm sure they were just like, oh, the harmonics are going to be terrible.
Yum, 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 yum. Justin Baker, thank you very much. Just got my Phoenix straight axle kit. Congrats. It's fantastic.
He just ordered it earlier this show.
What? He got another one?
Is there, right? No, different guy.
It's awesome. Good job.
It's good. But yeah. So I'm not saying that it doesn't have more horsepower than Jeep, by the way. Trust me, I know.
It is substantially more. Even more than the 4xe.
Oh, that's right. You did. So did your previous JL, did it have the 8-speed?
Yep.
Okay. So, because
8-speed in both of them.
Yeah. That really aids in making those Jeeps drivable.
Yes,
it's true. My 09 is miserable. I have almost 200,000 on it, but still quite miserable.
Dale Davis, thank you very much for the following insult. Matt, I bet you won't get that Volvo up to 100 miles per hour. You're probably right, because I don't know of a single place that I could do that legally. Well, that's not true. There's a racetrack. I can go to track day it.
You've never...
Imagine I show up and track day my Volvo station wagon.
When was the last time you did 100 miles an hour illegally on a motorway?
On a motorway?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that. How fast is that? 100 miles an hour is...
like 100 and...
180?
Yeah.
160? I don't think I've ever done that. On a motorway, like on a legal road. No.
Ever? Not as a teenager?
No, not even as a teenager.
What?
I am Captain Slow. Yeah. Fully admit that. But I have done it on a track in a race car.
Sure.
Which is the safe and appropriate place to do it, children.
Nicole is audibly shaken in the other room.
I don't care.
I'm shocked.
Don't be.
Huh?
Don't be. Oh, it's 160-ish? Oh, then I have done that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Like getting right there.
But just barely. And I think I was it was more of like a, oh, I can't believe I'm going that fast. Then I promptly slowed down. Sheltered life? No. Responsible life. I like my life. I also like not getting tickets for stuff like that. You go faster than 140 here, like 140 kilometers, 40 kilometers over the limit in 100, you could get a pretty nasty ticket and lose a bunch of points. They could even...
Everywhere.
They could even,
that's the same everywhere.
No, they could even impound your car here.
That's the same.
All right, well, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I don't make it a habit of going faster than the speed limit by like more than 20 kilometers. I just don't.
I mean, I can't say that I do it anymore often.
Well, you also had a motorcycle, so I'm sure you did it all the time.
Oh, motorcycles don't even count. Like, faster, closer to 200 on the motorcycle.
Oh God.
I bet I never rode that motorcycle without going 100 miles an hour.
No offense. No offense.
In a car.
No offense to you and your motorcycle stupidity, but that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, it's so much fun.
I don't care how fun it is. You're doing that on the road. You're endangering not just yourself but everyone around you. I'm not even being funny anymore.
I know, but still.
I don't care about the rush.
Oh,
I don't care about living
out.
your life a quarter mile at a time. I don't care about any of that stuff. It's stupid and it's dangerous.
I used to do over 100 in a Suburban. The Suburban, they go right up to 100. Like, we used to just do that like every Friday. Like, you want to go shut down the Suburbans? Like, yep. Fords were the ones that were silly. They cut out like 94. And I was like, 90s, early 2000s.
I'm glossing over all of this because it doesn't really,
like Perry G. 100 is left lane traffic on the way to the Bay Area. Exactly. Like, I'm shocked.
Don't be.
It's not even fast out here.
There's probably lots of people who are just like me who have never done that.
This is a poll. Let's see. Have you done over 100 miles an hour more than 10 times on a road? I've
also added a poll.
Dad, what does it say?
Are you dumb like Josh?
Oh, it's going to be mainly yes.
Probably. That's fine. It's fine. Everyone's allowed to have.
I can't believe
their
how
fun.
Responsible you are. You don't just play one on TV. You're truly a responsible person.
Yeah, I am. Because there's so much more at stake. And I don't know. Okay, fine. You know what? Forget it. It's fine. We don't need to talk about it anymore. If you're just gonna laugh at stuff, it's stupid. Be stupid.
I'm just like, as a kid in high school, I have to just.
I went fast in high school. I did dumb things. I got in an accident when I was 18 or 17. Totaled a car.
Was it your fault?
I would say it was an accident. I'd say it was. Was it at fault accident? Yeah, it was. I was going too fast. It spun the car, hit a pole.
Ooh, a good one.
So yeah, I have a bit of an issue with speed now.
At 17, learned your lesson. That's a tough one.
It is a tough one because
I was so hard-headed.
Because you know what? It made my insurance really expensive, and it made getting around really difficult.
Well, it's a good thing you only had to go like a block to get a coffee. So
you're such a thing. It's fine. I don't condone going beyond the limits of what they post. I'll go 120 in 100. Sorry, kilometers. So that's like
20%.
20 kilometers over the limit, 20%. Yeah. Beyond that, I don't really speed. I don't like it if I'm not on a track where it can be a more controlled experience, where I'm wearing a helmet. There's a 5-point harness.
You can wear a helmet anytime. I encourage it.
Well, with you driving around, absolutely.
You want my trike helmet with the visor?
Most pedestrians should be wearing helmets if Josh is around.
Matt misunderstood. I can't drive 55.
All right. Now, you know what? The OPP and all of your local law enforcement agencies are now watching the chat and finding out who all of you are. It's fine. I don't condone it. If you want to do it, go right ahead, but I wouldn't.
I'm going to feel... we need to get the little SBG support sticker for the back. I don't speed, officer.
God. Glad we had this conversation.
I am too. I had no idea
really
how responsible
eye-opening.
You truly were.
Yeah, I'm not, I guess.
Oh, is that
Wes
rent
said it best.
Car in California or in Colorado? So that we get there in a reasonable time?
Wes said, I'm just never in that big of a hurry. And that's probably exactly the reason that I'm as responsible as I am. Because I'm not in much of a rush.
I'm always late. Go!
Explains a lot.
I gotta get home to design Matt's molds.
He made me cut the cage, officer. I had to be there quickly.
You know what? I know how I'm gonna win the next monthly Mayhem Speed Challenge again. I'm just gonna get little scale speed limit signs. Well, I would have won,
crap.
but
oh crap! Yeah, thinking about others is a good trait. I agree. I agree.
You'd be driven to insanity in California.
Well, that's probably why I don't live there.
Yeah, it's one of a very long list of reasons.
Long list of reasons. Matt drove fast, he would probably hit a curb. True enough, Scott.
So yes,
Holy
tonight
cow.
my goal is to get I may actually start on reprinting my side molds, and then I'm going to try and start getting the design done for our jigs for the body, and hopefully send that to you so you can start printing those as well. I did send you the link to the panel bond to buy.
Yes, which I will purchase at some point.
Yeah. So, and then we still have a lot of other things.
How are we? Yeah, like, what's the plan for bonding the panels together? Because it's not like they're like, I mean, it's pretty close to a good like fit, but what's your? So like, is it going to be like a bead that you'll run along the inside?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
it's like
that's all I need to know.
It's like black hot glue. You just use a lot of it until it is stuck. It's just
okay. Cool. Pay up, sucker. Done. Thank you very much. What did you rent for Colorado? That's a good question. What did Josh rent? Because I told you haven't done that yet. So nothing. We'll be driving nothing. Yeah. We'll be driving Ubers back and forth.
We'll be driving nothing fast.
That's really funny.
Be looking up our directions, vlogging, driving with my knee fast, and just recording Matt's face.
I have a feeling that when Nicole's in the car, you'll be a lot more responsible. No?
She understands she grew up with speed.
Okay.
Race car family, so she.
Oh yeah, Rebin's racing.
Drag racer's just drag race. But
And in fact, you know what? I think the Volvo is actually speed limited. I don't think it goes faster than like 180 miles an hour anyway.
you think it would go that fast?
Oh, probably.
That's pretty fast.
Hang on. Let's see how fast it would go here.
I bet it's limited at 155 if it's limited there. But I bet it would max not much.
180 kilometers an hour. 180 kilometers.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll try to get it up to that on a track.
With a helmet.
And a harness. And a roll cage.
We have
Great conversation.
We have been contemplating renting a minivan for Colorado.
It is a good utility vehicle.
They make good sense.
They do.
And
they're garbage.
I'm super used to the motor. So, like,
oh, it's the Pentastar V6. Yeah. Sold. Sign me up. Does it have the 8-speed?
That's a good question. Do the minivans come with the same transmission? Because
Jeremy suggested we practice using the panel bond before we use it on the body.
It's not a bad idea. I do have a spare panel, these are just glued. Shoe glued together, and I'm actually like almost a little concerned about how well.
Hold the phone. What do you mean they're shoe glued? Oh, you shoe glued that to that. I see.
Yeah, I was like, because it'll be removable. But yeah. I was like, oh, sure. like, this is actually a much better bond. There you go.
Pacifica really has the 8-speed. Okay.
So
rent 2 vehicles and it can be Days of Thunder all over again. Yeah, but the difference is Josh will go balls to the wall and I will literally just go.
And
I'll see you when I see you.
We will have at least 2.
Yeah.
Because Ben already the conversation had come up about renting vehicles, and we're like, you know what, we could just get some vans. And Ben's like, I would rather get something I enjoy driving.
Yeah.
So.
I'm kind of with Ben on that one. I don't want to get some POS minivan.
I don't think. See, this is where it comes in. Like, you can have so much fun driving anything fast.
To a limit.
Days of light rain. The more likely Days of Thunder scene would be Matt and I racing in wheelchairs. Just like it'll be more like rolling office chairs at the.
That's more appropriate, I think, because of Josh's condition and my propensity for hitting things. So, yeah, I like that idea. We're gonna have to work in some of that over there. Can't you just use some of the resin? You could, but the resin is shatter prone.
Yeah, when the resin isn't bonded by the other fibers and things like that. Plus, it takes 24 hours or more to cure. The resin is not a good idea. You want just a good bonding agent that's made to work with carbon fibers, which there are many very specifically listed by 3M that are going to work well. So
right. Buy something cheap on Marketplace and just leave it at the airport.
Cheap used cars, hard to find these days, especially in the Denver area.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
So Denver's an expensive town these days.
Yeah. West Desert Wheeler, Matt, real talk. I like it when it starts with that. Would you be interested in riding in a rear steer portal buggy and sand hollow cage and harnesses? Yes, 100%. I have no problem going slow and getting tippy. I don't mind that either.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
It's hard to beat buggies. I'm telling you. And I've tried. That's the conversation that I've never been able to convince Nicole of. Like building a buggy or things like that. She's always just like, she's been like, no, I don't want anything to do with it. buying a car that goes fast, she's 100% for it. Like, let's do it.
So you getting that? What were you looking? You were looking at Corvette, weren't you?
We were, yep. And it's still, whatever. Getting rid of the Gladiator for it, but I don't know.
You go from something with almost no trunk to something with a much larger trunk.
But, the Gladiator's been doing so much truck duty lately, that I just don't know that.
Truck duty.
Yeah. I got a...
Excuse me, kid at Home Depot, can you cut up that can you cut up those 2x4s and that 4x8 sheet of plywood, please? I'll reassemble it when I get home.
Thank you very much. But it did haul quite a bit of things from a machine shop to our machine shop this week. You're welcome. And
3 bags of screws. 3 bags of M3 10 mil screws.
Scored a sick tapping arm for $100.
I saw that. That's a good deal. Tippy or tipsy? Both. Both, Joe. Both.
Oh, Buck Dandy saying we have 2 bets to shop at the moment. One is 850 horse, the other 1,300. I would love to just have.
You could really get up to speed on the highway there.
LT and a supercharger, ideally. Even if I was still dealing with a C6 and an LS, I'd still love to have a supercharger.
64% of people are dumb like you.
85% over here.
All right. Well, we know who likes scale builds over here. So good.
Yeah.
So good.
I
hauling is a relative term. Kind of like Josh's relative term is rules. It's true. Very true.
I pay attention to the rules quite closely.
Yeah, he looks at them and then fully ignores.
Sometimes they just have areas that haven't been clarified enough.
True enough. Oh, excuse me. Sleepy these days, doing so much running.
We were out there last November with a rad group. The Atom Bot kills it out there. Yeah, the Atom Bot is a sick little build from 801. 801 or 808? 801. Fabin 801. Fabn 801. If you're on Instagram, you can see all his stuff. He's a shop up there in the Utah area who builds some super rad stuff. I've wanted to do a chassis build like the Atom Bot. Yeah.
It's better to drive something slow fast than drive something fast slow. I would agree with that. That's why they put stars in a reasonably priced car.
Right.
And they also put all the F1 drivers in that same piece of junk. Because,
or even the older one.
Right.
But yeah, have you ever had the cheapest 14-inch tires on the 94 Accord that I had before? Let me tell you, every cloverleaf felt like that, the high old just
Tokyo Drift.
Things had quite the shore rating on them. The durometer was quite high.
I know a thing or two about shore ratings. Where is that?
Oh yeah, and your floppy silicone.
It managed to pull a pretty good mold.
It did end up working for you.
Yeah.
So
it did.
That, which is interesting. I wonder if there's any benefits to it.
Right? Because it's squishing it harder?
I don't know. It feels like it would be absorbing some of the energy. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like the harder silicone's probably better. It is. I always find it amazing how easy it is to pull the silicone out. Just how that resin doesn't have a bit of stiction to the silicone. Like none of it.
No.
Yeah. Pretty impressive.
You don't need a stiction de-stictioner.
Yeah.
There is a product. I saw a product that was like for stiction at the hardware store. Like less stiction.
Like WD-40?
No. No, it was specifically just for stiction.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I feel like they're going over the target market. Their head.
totally.
Like,
I don't know.
I don't know about stiction. I want this thing to actually move. So sounds like the opposite of what I want.
It was a stiction inhibitor. That's what it was.
Oof. No one's getting that. They're looking for the make it looser can.
Whilst I don't drive fast very often, when I did drive fast on the track, it was in a Ferrari 458 Italia.
I've never driven one.
I also drove a Lamborghini Gallardo that day, Superleggera. You got to have the Superleggera. You got to have the super light one. Yeah. And in that Ferrari on the straight, I did get to 120 miles an hour, which was pretty fun.
I would agree. That is a fun speed, even in a Jeep.
And in a Ferrari, it feels quite good because it feels quite natural. It's almost as if they intended the vehicles to go that fast, which is that was very fun. I had a really good time doing it. But again, closed course.
When we did the first year that they did King of the Streets down in Vegas, was at Speed Vegas, or that track right there outside of town.
Yep, that's where I was.
I was just like, ooh. But you had to do like a 45-minute course to drive those cars, and I was like, nah. Like,
nah, I know what I'm doing.
They're like, you can drive the little trophy buggy thing. You can just go. Sick, sold. Let's go.
Yeah, give me.
Let's go do some jumps.
Yeah. No, I fully did the whole day experience. Did the course and learned all about the cars and got like 10 laps in each one, and it was the best day ever.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
You should. You know what? Hey, you know what? NERSA this year.
Ooh, I believe that NERSA and By the Fire stack.
I know. Darn it, this was the year I was going to go to NERSA.
I know. Not at the same time, but like it's Tuesday,
right
Wednesday.
Each other?
It's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Pearland by the Fire is Friday, Saturday. I think. What day is NERSA is Pearland by the Fire? Somebody in here has to know that. Because it says for me that NERSA is, I know I have it in here. Yeah, so NERSA is October 10th through the 10th and 11th, really. But those are the 2 days. That's Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And no one has posted the Proline dates yet.
Cool.
What?
No, I'm just saying cool.
Oh, yeah, right.
Survival.
Yeah, I was right. I was trying to see if I could find
September 22nd to 23rd.
Oh, never mind. It is 3 weeks before that.
Well,
alrighty then.
That's a really that is my birthday, the 24th. So,
oh, interesting. Yeah, it's pretty close for you to make 2 trips down there.
That's true.
But Pearland by the Fire isn't that far from Vegas either.
That's true. So we could always tack on a couple of days at the end.
Yeah, and just shoot over.
But that would mean missing NERSA.
Yeah, that's your issue there. NERSA's it's a fun time. So
Vegas,
yeah, right, and Vegas things. So, just saying, might be worth it. It's worth a thought.
Really far apart.
Yeah, wide berth. I could have sworn. All I know is that my September and October are already ridiculous. For some reason, everyone's
taking
married
the
in
Mod
those
Squad
times.
to Vegas. Sweet.
Oh, Yeah, we're getting a minivan, and
Joe, you can drive. Because if I'm honest, you look like you could drive a minivan.
I feel like Joe could safely transport us.
Yeah.
We'll be in the back watching the DVD player.
Oh, like in the Grand Cherokee that I almost bought.
Oh, that's right.
That thing had more screens than I would ever know what to do with. It has a screen in the dashboard for the passenger.
Yeah, that's right. I remember. I mean, that makes me... The problem is that I always drive, so I feel like I could still probably get the videos playing over there. I could still kind of...
No, you can't. It's got the privacy glass, so you can't see it. Yeah.
That.
NRSA is the National
Retail Hobby Store Association dealership.
Retail show.
It is an industry. Yeah. It's an industry only show. So you either have to work for a company or a hobby shop. So
it's a lot. It's like what's that other one?
The big SEMA one? For nerds.
SEMA for hobby shop guys. It's the show where all of the products that are going to be released get leaked.
Yeah.
By over-eager hobby shop owners.
Yeah.
Oh, check it out. You guys see this yet? No, because it's not out yet, idiot. Whoops.
Yeah. My bad.
Sorry.
I mean, honestly.
Well, wait. Sorry admits guilt. So.
Right. This year, we did have... what did we have? We had the Falcon tires on a truck at the booth. And a couple of the shops were just like, these new?
They were also at Proline by the Fire.
They were at Proline by the Fire.
And the only one to notice was Chino.
Chino noticed? Okay. Yeah.
He's like...
So it's that is good. I enjoy that show. It is fun. It's fun talking.
So that job at RC 4-wheel drive would get you into NRSA.
It would, and this would be RC 4-wheel drive's year to be there because they usually go every other year.
Oh, I'm definitely going.
So
I'm definitely going because I want to shake Tom's hand.
Or was he there this year? I can't remember. Oh, maybe he was there this year.
No, he was there this year, yeah.
Yeah,
and he didn't say anything to you.
He was like
right behind
me, but one over.
Yeah.
I think I took a photo behind the booth.
You did. You can probably sneak into NRSA by just wearing a blue bowling shirt and tan pants.
That you have to have a neck thing with a card that says your name.
I'm gonna go in as undercover boss for that show. I'll go in a Blue Horizon Hobbies polo shirt.
I have all of my
tell everyone that I'm
exhibitor neck things. We just replaced
tell everyone
the card
that I'm Chris Dickerson.
Chris is there every year. Always good to talk to you.
Hey, you know me? I'm Chris Dickerson.
Like, no,
yes, it's me, Chris Dickerson, president of Horizon Hobby. I put on my pants just like everyone else, one leg at a time.
Except when I do, I make gold records.
Except when I do, I make NASCAR-themed Arma bodies.
Which are sick.
They are. They're pretty cool.
I like that. That was it.
Hey, when are we... Now that F1 has achieved popularity in the United States of America, which, let's be honest, is the only nation that matters when it comes to popular things. When do you think we're going to start seeing some reasonably priced Formula models?
That's a great question. Something I hadn't thought about.
It's gotta be happening. It's gotta be happening.
Yeah,
because there is that really good one from NBC RC,
NBA RC,
NBA RC,
nothing
yes, the
but
National
aftermarket
Basketball
RC.
Association radio control. They've put out that $4,500,
yeah,
6th or 5th scale ish.
Yeah, around that.
It looks very good.
It does look very good. What did they went with the kind of the Mercedes body though, didn't they? No, like very little
they have
side pod.
They've got the side pods, I think.
Does it? I can't remember.
Let me look it up here.
Felt like
NBA
they weren't very
basketball.
NBA RC. Nothing but aftermarket RC.
Nothing. North Bay Amateur Radio Club.
Ooh.
This is not
I like their jackets.
F1. Maybe if I put that in there. There we go. All right.
But yeah, they did a great job with it.
They did kind of go with the Merc body.
Right?
Yeah.
Even though they painted the other colors, but it definitely looks more Merc than anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like Arma could do it and could do it well and could do it the best with the limitless platform, or the 7 scale platform. Just needs properly proportioned tires and wheels. The body, obviously, it needs the body, wings, the whole treatment. But Arma could do it, and Arma Horizon, they're tuned in enough to that. I think that the biggest sticking point would be F1. And
you think
they would
so?
either have
I think they
would either have to just do it close enough, or I don't know. It's one of those things. You're right. There is not a good model. I mean, there's F1 cars that are like the racing platforms, which are stupid. They're stupid. They're a pan car. They're stupid.
Yeah. I want a full monocoque carbon chassis.
Oh, I'm all for that. I mean,
let's do it.
Yeah, I know. You couldn't. I don't know. Oh, before we go, we're almost out of time. It is 8 o'clock right now.
We are. Well, we got 3 minutes. We got injury time here.
I want to talk a little bit about my Arduino project because it ties into it.
I changed my mind. Good night.
Yes. So I've had the Arduino stuff for some time, and I've wanted to learn it because it's so powerful, and I wanted to specifically apply it to RC, and that's the thing. And it even came up on this show or on a Friday show, kind of about like almost F1 style data telemetry, things like that. And I wanted to take and try and build it's like a GNSS, but with a bunch of sensor type data. And that would data log. I don't want it to transmit live. I want it to data log and then be able to
nerd out later.
Exactly. So I started that project a little bit, and I think I'm kind of trying to go on and figure out the sensors. And I think what I'm going to try and do is some ride height sensor information.
Oh, cool.
So live ride height readings, and it's the sensors that I got are I think they're like 50 times a second or something like that. But I'll smooth that data out, which I've already started on. And then I've got a GNSS in there, basically, because the GNSS is basically just a bought sensor. So I basically was able to buy that same thing and be able to put it in and start to utilize very similar data.
I like it.
And a couple of other things. So it's the earliest of learning for me, but already having a lot of fun. And
cool. That's great.
Yeah, I hope that I can build in some cool data stuff that I can use to like see the effects of downforce and things like that.
Just build a board that cycles a radiator fan randomly. That's a good idea, Jeremy. Good comments. Isn't the Mon 14 a monocoque? Adam Tennant. Comment of the night.
With that,
Yeah, that's a great place to end it tonight. Thank you to Original Flavored Buck with a side of Dandy, Sean Roberge, RC Patina Guy, Perry G, Pay Up Sucka, Justin Baker, Dale Davis, and Pay Up Sucka. Thank you, gents.
Thank you, Gunner. Get my meat in your mouth. Listen. Stenny93, James O'Shea, King Calvin, Toxic Crawlers, Joker 510714, Gigawatt, Hot Boy Racing RC, Original Flavored Buck with a side of Dandy, Perry G. Much appreciated to all of you.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
See you guys on Friday's stream. And
I've got a Thursday episode of What's on the Bench, so please check that out. No more soup.
No more soup.
But something that rhymes with that. At least it looks like that.
No soup for you. So,
have a great night, everybody. Love you. Bye. Yes.